Good morning, Tim Sykes here. Got a very good pre-market video lesson for you today. And if by the end of this video you understand the lessons, then please leave a comment saying, I will focus on key patterns. I will focus on key patterns. 6 words, okay? Yesterday, I posted this reviewing the single best pattern for growing small accounts. Like I've been saying, I think that these morning dip buys into these panics have been just amazing. LRGR was a great example. Even though the daily chart looks like it didn't bounce at all, this is a triple. Guys, this is a freaking triple off its lows. My Wi-Fi is not great. Hold on. Right here, okay? This thing, it went down, second day morning panic, $1.30 down to 70 cents ish, went all the way up to $2. I actually missed it because A, it was a little illiquid, B, the spread was a little crazy, but this is a good little morning spike off of a panic, and frankly, I didn't think that it was going to happen. I played FUSZ instead, and the promoters on this just fucking suck. FUSZ promoters, I don't know what you guys are doing. You know, maybe you're like out doing tons of coke or something, but get your stock up. Like LRGR got a freaking skull and crossbones and could triple off its lows. FUSZ, look at this little bounce from 120 up to 180. That's not bad. I mean, this is a 50% bounce, but LRGR triple. So, anyways, that I think is the best opportunity to grow a small account. Now, obviously, everybody wants to be like my top students, like Dux and Gritani, and making $50,000 to $100,000. This strategy will not make you that kind of money. Okay, so some people are like, why are Dux and Gritani focusing on this pattern and you're focusing on this? Because most of my students have small accounts. I'm trading with a small account, so I'm showing you patterns that work for small accounts. The stuff that Dux and Gritani are doing, you cannot do with a small account. So understand the difference. And morning dip buys, I think, are amazing. Secondly, this video, I guess I'll call it the second best pattern for small accounts, is buying the first green day on an OTC. Tim Gritani and Dux both have used this strategy a lot in growing their account. I don't understand why more of you guys don't understand that the first green day is so important. If you look at FUSZ yesterday, I'm sorry that I had to, go out for a little bit. I'm not always going to be there. Okay, this is why I want you guys to be self-sufficient. I had a nice little buy here right near the lows in the 120s 2 days ago. Sorry, let me pull up this chart. And I made a little over 1,000 buying in the 120s, selling in the 130s. But when I'm traveling, I'm not always going to be around all of the trading day to capitalize on the whole move. And sure enough, it closed strongly in the 150s. And then yesterday we got a nice morning spike and gap up to 180. I mean, every single one of my students who has studied should have been long here. I would have been long had I been awake. I mean, this is in Japan, it's like a 12, 13-hour difference. So it's tough to be awake at 3, 4 a.m. So I missed out on the first green day. I was buying on the failed morning panic, okay? So I'm early on. I didn't know it was going to be a first green day, and you don't know either. Into the close, though, when it finished strongly, when it broke the day high, every single person who studies this should have been long. Some of you guys complain, oh, the pattern day trader rule. This is an overnight pattern. First green day on an OTC pump. Buy it every time. And it's not like this is a huge pattern, but you buy, let's say, 2,000 shares at $1.55, you sell them at $1.75, make $400 overnight. Buy 1,000 shares, make $200 overnight. Maybe you mistime it and you make like 75 overnight. This was a perfect opportunity. And really, there was no way, it started fading, but there was no way to lose unless you held all the way until like 1 p.m. If you're like these FUSZ bag holders who actually believe in the company and they're just fucking destined to lose everything the hard way because they're ignoring how, penny stock pumps trade. you had all morning to get out with a profit yesterday on FUSZ. So CANN also has been on my watch list every now and then for the past few days. And this was a nice first green day. This thing runs for multiple days. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row before it has a red day. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 green days before it has a red day. Here's 3 green days before it has a red day. Here's 3 green days before it has a red day. Here's 3 green days before it has a red day. So it's your duty to look for these first green days, convincing first green days on these penny stock pump looking charts, because they usually lead to morning spikes the next day. CANN, I think, actually bounced a little better into the close here at 430. Next morning, 470. And it's not huge money again. That's why I think, the first best pattern for growing a small account is focusing on morning panics, because you can make 20, 30, 50, 100, 200%. 200% is a little aggressive, but you can make 10, 20, 30, 40%, if you're quick and you time it well. And then these overnight plays, you don't waste a day trade, but you can make like 5 or 10%. Some of you guys did get it. Props to Richard. Matthew made a little. Travis did it on EBIO, which is another stock that has been spiking. And Almighty Jets, sold a nice little, just made a little money on his second real money trade. Some of you guys are really getting it and you're studying. It helps reading this new book. Zay, thank you for posting this nice little photo shoot of Tim Grittani's DVD guide, trading tickers, and the complete penny stock course. Watch this guide and read this book. You guys need to study a little bit more. Frankly, I was really surprised that more people did not take advantage of the first green day. And they were like, wait, what's a first green day? And I was like, are you kidding me? I have hundreds of video lessons on this. I understand some of you guys are behind, some of you guys are new, but every single one of you should be studying and getting better prepared, because when there is a good play, sometimes I might just not be around. I live a pretty crazy life. I'll try to be there as much as I can, but I want you to be self-sufficient. So that's why I give you these guides. And some people are like, oh, Tim, all you do is promote products. Yeah, I promote educational products. I'm trying to sell you education. I'm trying to help you learn. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not pushing drugs on you. I'm not trying to harm you. I'm trying to help you. So help yourself and actually study up. I'll post a link just below this. I'm going to extend this sale one more week, this birthday sale, just because I'm so disgusted by how few of you guys are capitalizing on these patterns. And I got to say, I think it's because you're not studying these guides. So watch my penny stocking framework part 2. Watch trading tickers. Watch how to make millions. Use the nighttime. Use weekends. Use whatever you can. It's so good for you, because these opportunities are going to keep coming up. Now people are asking me, what do you do on LRGR? I don't do anything. The play has come and gone. You got the bounce opportunity. This was arguably the best bouncer that we've seen in months. FUSZ, what do you do now? I mean, you got that first green day. I mean, you had the morning spike to capitalize on, which I actually did make a little over 1,000 on. You had the overnight first green day to capitalize on. And then you have a number 6 pattern, which, if you know my penny stocking framework, failed bounces are shorting opportunities. I haven't seen any shares to short on FUSZ, but this is a really weak bounce. And frankly, I was surprised. The promoters need to do a better job. Maybe they can do like a little double bottom in here at the 120s, but if it cracks 120 today, be very careful. This thing can crack under $1. And then if it cracks under $1, I would love to dip by that panic. I'm always looking for panics on OTCs because usually the promoters will support it, even if only for a little bit, just because they don't want to risk an SEC investigation. I don't know what's going on with the FUSZ pumpers or promoters. If any of you guys know them, please send them this video. FUSZ pumpers, do a better job. You're wasting this perfect multi-month run-up. I mean, I don't know of any other stock that has a chart like this that's gone up 30 times. And now the stock is down, 60, 70% off its highs. It is primed to be repumped. It is primed to bounce. But we need some news. Everyone's been teasing this Oracle relationship. Oh, they're putting the finishing touches on it. I'll believe it when I see it, okay? Put out the press release. Let's get the news. Let's get the pumping machines churning. Right now, it's just a wasted opportunity. I've been dip buying. I made a little money, but no big bounce is going to happen unless you put out some solid news. So anybody who's connected to FUSZ, make them put out some news, okay? Get them off the coke, give them some coffee, whatever you can do to help them get the machine going some more. Because otherwise we're just, there's some other stocks like HTBX is picking up the slack, EBIO is picking up the slack, I is squeezing short. So there are some plays that are moving, but I really would prefer FUSZ or LRGR. So I don't know. Promoters or friends of promoters, call the promoters. Don't call me. I don't want to deal with your shit. I'm just going to play the patterns like I always do. Also, I want to talk about one other thing. So yeah, I will post the link to this sale for one more week. You have an extension just because you need to study. And maybe, if you save money on your investing in your education, maybe that'll help. I don't know. Here is another thing that I wanted to go over. A few days ago, I was really all amped up about this weed webinar. Pot stocks are starting to make a little bit of a comeback because Canada is legalizing it in roughly a little over a month. So frankly, I promote these other webinars by other traders who I know who have made millions of dollars because I think that you should be open to learning from proven traders. Don't learn from fakers. Don't learn from newbies. People who just say, oh, I made one good trade. Let me show a screenshot. No, but if you actually know people who have made millions of dollars from a specific pattern or a specific niche, I'll gladly introduce you to them. And here's one of my students. I thought this was a good comment. Moonshot, he said, some people are bagging on the Pot Stock Summit. Were the same people, my bad. The same people who were bagging on the Pot Stock Summit were bagging on Tika and Tama's crypto summits in March. Tama's pick, EOS, has gone up roughly triple, and Tika's pick has roughly doubled in 1 month. And also, Tika I've known for years. He did a free webinar a little while ago on Bitcoin when Bitcoin was around 6,000. Obviously, Bitcoin's come down, but Bitcoin more than tripled over the next month after his webinar. And there was so much hate, Bitcoin is shit. And now people are saying, oh, pot stocks are shit. And I understand these traders present differently than I do. And some people don't like their presentation style. I can't help with that. I'm just going to present the way that I present. But at the same time, be open to other strategies from proven traders. Be open to different niches, whether it's pot or crypto. I see so much anger and bitterness and closed-mindedness whenever there's a new pattern or new industry or new sector. The hate is so real, and it's sad because every single one of these niches offers opportunity. Even if you don't necessarily believe in pot stocks or crypto, guess what? If the things go up enough, you can short sell. You can bet against them. Okay, so for everybody who hates on Bitcoin, I wouldn't personally do it because I think that's scary, but you can always take the other side of the trade. And as this one comment, I saw one positive comment. I saw 50 negative comments, all because you didn't like their presentation style and you didn't like their seminars. I mean, that's ridiculous. It blows my mind that people would hate on someone who is real and trying to teach. All I can do is try to make videos to smack you, out of your ignorant mindsets. Be grateful for those of us who are real and who teach. And I know most people are too nice to say that, but I'm not. I'll be real with you. Some of you guys are ungrateful. It's crazy to me because, I know I work my ass off and I know some of these other traders work their asses off making these presentations. We're not the best presenters. We're not all professional presenters. We're professional, millionaires. We're professional traders. Okay. That's what we know. So we're trying to get our points across. We're trying to teach people. And frankly, I'm sorry, I haven't had time to watch the pot stock seminar. Some people were like offended, like, oh, Tim hasn't even watched it. Guys, I'm staying up all fucking night trading stocks, working on my charity during the day. You can hear my, nasalness. Like, I'm not feeling that great. I've got a lot going on. But at the same time, I will watch it. It's archived. I'll catch up. And this is a good comment from one of my students who does keep an open mind. And I know several students who banked on Tika's picks, whether it was Bitcoin or any of these other altcoins. It was a huge, huge run up, and that webinar was so hated on, and it's now like the pot stock. So I'm used to the hate. Everyone who's poor is really, angry, but don't be angry at people trying to help you. Be angry at yourselves. Be angry at your parents. Be angry at your teachers for getting you to this point in time. I say this to some of my haters, who leave bad comments. I'm like, I understand you're angry, but I forgive you. Apology accepted in advance. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at your parents and your teachers for failing you. And that's the truth. Like, I'm sorry to be a dick, and I say it kind of in a joking way a little bit too. But, if you're not rich in terms of money or in terms of knowledge, it's not just your fault. It's the people who raised you. It's the people who didn't emphasize the importance of education enough. That's why I'm so proud of this stuff. That's why, like, when people say, "Oh, Tim, it's a sale on your guides. Oh my God, they're always on sale." Yeah, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to incentivize you to focus on your fucking education. I wish your parents did it. I wish that there were other teachers who had gotten you involved into education earlier. Then I wouldn't have to do this. I wouldn't have to be so aggressive. But just like these penny stocks have been going on for decades without you, education has been going on without you. And for whatever reason, you're not motivated, you're not incentivized enough to take your education seriously. So I will literally do whatever I can, whether it's showing off my ridiculous travels or my cars or my charities or perfect charts or solid students. I'm trying to help you understand how important this stuff is. And to some of you guys who get it, congratulations. There's some of you who truly are dedicated in your studies. You realize that all my newest millionaire students are being created not because there's any new patterns or any new information, but because they've taken the time to study and then chosen the patterns that work best for them and refined their own patterns. Grittani has his own favorite patterns. Dux has his own favorite patterns. Mark Crook has his own favorite patterns. Roland has his own favorite patterns. Michael Good has his own favorite patterns. These are my top students, and they're taking what I've put out there and they've made it their own. And that's what I love. I don't have all the answers. So when I give you these guides, freaking study them. Make them your own. Take a little rule, take a little pattern here or there. When I tell you about, a free webinar, first of all, it's free. So I don't understand how you could be angry at free. And some of you guys are like, oh, I wasted my time. If you're poor, you have endless amounts of time, okay? You can't be poor and lazy. Choose one. I say this to some of my haters too. They're like, oh, I'm broke. I don't have any money to invest in anything. I can't trade stocks. I mean, I have 1,000+ free videos on my YouTube channel. If you're broke, what are you doing with your life? You're obviously not making money, or if you don't have a lot of money, you don't have that much going on. So invest your time, okay? Time is an investment. So use these guides, whether they're free webinars or educational guides. Use the market every single day to see what patterns are working best right now. I don't know if you guys realize this. A lot of you guys, I saw hate on earnings winners being like, oh, Tim, earnings winners suck. Remember, I bought Tizu on a morning panic and an earnings win at $8.25. It's now at $13 a share a few days later. So don't tell me that earnings winners are completely dead. HEAR is a nice earnings winner too. Excuse me, I'm getting riled up. And I'm not feeling that great because, again, I'm trading all night. I'm doing charity all day. I don't even know what fucking time zone I'm in anymore. But I'm doing this for you because I'm so grateful for the life that I have. And these patterns are what got me there. So you have to learn these patterns. Do whatever you can to study. And at the beginning of this, I forget what I said. Leave a comment underneath this video and let me know. Don't just invest in stocks like Snapchat. I can't tell you how many idiots I have saying, oh, you should have bought Snapchat, you know, when it was going up, when I had this little run up here from 11 to 20, and my inbox was filled with people being like, I knew Snapchat was going to double. I knew it. This is a fucking terrible chart pattern, okay? Maybe it bounced for a little bit, but now it's right back at its lows. So you can pretend to be experienced and knowledgeable for a little bit, but it will always catch you in the end. And the market weeds out fakers. The market weeds out ignorance. No different than, you know, FUSZ. I'm sorry to be a dick, but no different than the FUSZ bag holders, you know, who are in this stock. Why is this not working? Who are in this stock from the 2s and the 3s being like, oh, Oracle, Oracle, Oracle. I don't give a fuck about Oracle. The stock is crashing, okay? Maybe you should be focused on helping the pumpers get their game back, okay? Go watch the movie How Stella Got Her Groove Back and try to teach these pumpers how to get their pump back because it ain't working right now, FYI. When a stock is down 60, 70%, I don't care what kind of fundamentals there are. I don't care about any bullshit excuses. The stock is not doing what you thought. So rule number 1 applies, cut losses quickly. Otherwise, feel free to ignore me. Go down with the ship, lose 60, 70, lose a fucking 100% of your money. It doesn't matter to me. I'm the one trying to help you. So there's several lessons in this video. I'm always going to try to help you learn. I'm always going to, you know, take in all of the hate, and I'm not going to ignore it. I actually use the hate to motivate me to teach even more people because I hate hate. I despise it. You know, I feel terrible for these people who are losing their asses on this pump and every other pump, and they don't even realize that they're in a pump. It blows my mind no matter how many blog posts I link to or video lessons I make or show them, you know, pretty much charts that are nearly exact from years past. They don't want to believe it. And it's crazy for me as a teacher to try to, you know, cut through the BS and to try to change people's mindset once they are so ingrained. You know, this is why I say, like, when it's your teachers or your parents' fault for you guys not getting a proper education, it's so difficult for me to change the pattern of laziness and ignorance. And there's no prettier words for it. Some people are like, oh, Tim, you're just mean. I have to be mean to cut through, you know, to change the pattern, to help you understand. I'm not just being mean because I want to be mean. I'm trying to help you see the problem, okay? If you already know all of this, if you're already rich, that's fine. You don't have to watch my videos anymore. You know, Tim Grittani, Stephen Dux, they don't watch these patterns. They don't watch my rants anymore. They've already made it. They watch my videos and webinars when I talk specifically about patterns. But this video is for patterns for people with small accounts. And this rant is for people with small accounts because your attitude and your mindset is so far off. I need to, you know, shake you, and I need to get you in the right mindset, being open to new patterns, being open to new millionaire traders and new strategies, not hating on anything other than the fact that you don't have this knowledge and so you're missing out on these opportunities. Will pot stocks really keep spiking the next few weeks? I don't know. We'll see. I think that there was a pretty good case, and, you know, with this upcoming catalyst, it seems to make sense, but I don't know. Any trader can be wrong, but it's your duty to study what tools you can and what strategies you can and utilize what patterns you can to try. That's all I'm asking. Keep an open mind. Be open to these new patterns and strategies and be grateful when they are shown to work, because this is a new paradigm. This is a new world where I'm able to come directly into your living room and teach you and hopefully change some of the terrible habits and terrible mindsets that I see. Anyways, I got to go blow my nose, and then I'm going to give a trading challenge webinar from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern, another live trading webinar. So that's my day for today. I'm never going to stop trying to teach you guys. You can say whatever you want to me, but I'm just going to take it, take it, and I'm going to give you useful lessons and patterns. Cheers.